Hello and welcome back to the VOA Newsroom. Always great to have you here. And as we start, let's just say right out, our first two items today featuring images perhaps disturbing for some, also, however, important to know about. Scenes of near total ruin coming from southwest Pakistan, a 6.4 magnitude quake in Baluchistan, leaving at least 170 people dead, thousands more injured, and an untold number of houses and buildings in rubble. Worse, just hours later, a 6.2 magnitude aftershock rattling the region. Now, aid is on the way, but given the remoteness of the region, it's likely to take a while to get to those most in need. Meanwhile, conditions continuing to deteriorate in Africa's Democratic Republic of Congo. As your eyes are telling you here, tens of thousands of civilians are now displaced, all running ahead of rebel advances on the city of Goma. DRC Army units headed into the area, as are UN peacekeeping forces. However, they increasingly are coming under stone attacks by frustrated locals. UN officials saying that at this point, there's very little that can be done.
Basically, those who have been forced to flee their homes have to reach us because we simply cannot send teams out into the countryside. There's too much fighting going on. It's too dangerous. It's anarchy.
The UN estimating at least 200,000 Congolese now homeless, many now just asking just what the UN forces are doing to help. Well, two brief stories now that have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Also, frankly, of little real news value. What they do have, cool video. And to Chongqing, China now, where Grandpa's trying to program the TiVo again. Kidding. Actually, the controlled demolition here of a bridge crossing the Nanxi River, all in anticipation of the valley's flooding once the Three Gorges Dam, the world's largest, opens up sometime next year. Now, all went off without a hitch, except for the engineer who remembered he left his car keys on top of the bridge. Dough. Well, speaking of largest, they do everything big in Texas, including their beach balls. Yes, downtown Dallas hosting this attempt, and a successful one at that, to break the world's record for largest beach ball bouncing. Apparently not just a record set, but also a stunt for a Carnival Cruise Lines commercial being shot downtown. Now, I can't really say that I get luxury cruise from this. I can't really say that I get anything at all. Well, world-setting colossal beach balls, everyone! Finally today, a use of the internet that I can practically guarantee its inventors nearly 40 years ago never, ever imagined. This story taking us to a frosty Reykjavik, protesters preparing for a march, well, virtually. And we mean that literally. You see, Britain recently employed anti-terror legislation to freeze shaky assets held in Iceland-based Landskanski Bank, or something close to that. Now, Icelanders understandably not amused to be implied in terrorism. What to do? Well, enter the internet. A virtual march on 10 Downing Street, of course. The website indefense.is is posting all sorts of messages to Britain's Prime Minister Gordon Brown. Already more than 1/5 of all Icelanders have signed on the online petition. The two nations are said to be discussing the bank freeze, but talks are said to be chilly. Our takeaway from this story? Geez, don't tick off Iceland. When Santa's angry at you, you know you have a problem. Well, that is your download for today. We'll see you again tomorrow.